direct proportion is very easy. It's like your sister or your brother telling you, no matter what she's getting, I'm getting double of it.
Yes.
I think it's just logic.
Like what you do.
Or maybe one day y'all will tell me, Miss Huang, no matter how many questions you give me as homework, give us double. Right? Give me double. It's the number of homeworks you give us divided by. Oh, today I'm going to give you 5 questions for homework. Then Lino will bring the table. 10.
No.
So what I'm saying is, direct proportion follows a certain scale factor. That means if you say double, it's always 2 times. If you say half, it's always half of that number. So it follows a pattern. So if I tell you 1 packet of Apollo cakes, the box are like food, right? So it's $2.95, right? By direct proportion, so suddenly like primary school, right? By direct proportion, 2 packets cost you. Okay. Then 3 packets cost me. Point what? 8.85. 4th packet. Okay, so this is direct proportion. You just keep multiplying by 2.95. So one thing that is very obvious here is when the number of packs of Apollo cake increases, the cost of the layer cake will also increase. So we say that the cost of the layer cake is directly proportional to the number of pack of Apollo cake. So if she increase means I'm gonna increase, we are in direct proportion. Okay, remember that. Or imagine if I only have $15 to be shared between the 2 of you.
$7.5.
I never say fairly.
Oh man.
I say you decide how much you want. Then this person says no matter how much, I must always get more. So the more TJ gets, the lesser Liam's get. So when this happens, they are in inverse proportion. Because if TJ decides to be greedy, he gets all 15. Liam gets 9. Right? The more he gets, Liam gets lesser. Can you think of another relationship that is in inverse proportion? Anything you can think of. If her math improves, the English grade will improve. Because maybe the time she spent on studying math goes up, then you'll have no time to study English. Okay, another example. In a fish tank, right? In a fish tank, I got fishes inside. Who's the fish? I can explain. Ethan likes fish.
I can explain.
What kind? Mermaid?
The more the guppies fly, the tinier the fish in our
The more guppies,
guppies, the more the snakehead will eat.
the more what next to eat?
Snakehead.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, if you have more fishes in the tank, the amount of time that it takes to finish the food inside, that you pour inside, will become lesser. So opposite relation. So think about what. Okay, give me one more. Think on your own. What other relationship opposite. The size of the burger increases. The prices. The price drop. So bigger burger. Smaller. Inflation. Yes.
The hungrier TJ gets, the faster you'll eat.
That one is inverse proportion. Okay, the time. Okay. Okay, let's look at how a direct proportion graph looks like. Okay, so first thing first. I only got 1 minute. Okay, I think I don't have time to do this. Okay. Just now I heard from Magna, right? Today after school, everyone has something on, right? But if you want, you can try class activity at home.
This one
We have lies. Okay, anyway. Previous activity. Oh, we didn't do one. Okay, never mind. Okay, we do this. So if one chocolate is $2, 2 chocolate is 4, 3 is 6, 4 is 8, 5 is 10. This one easy. So that means this one is always 2. So if I plot them out, remember it's always x followed by y. So 2, 4, 3, 6, 4, 8, and 5, 10. So I plot out 1, 2, 2, 4, 3, 6, 4, 8, 5, 10. Put the ruler through, draw the linear relationship. Okay, so when you see a straight line for the two variable, you know it's always linear because when the chocolate increases, then the cost will also increase. So this is called direct proportion. Okay, so find the gradient. So gradient, let's do a rise over run. So this is my rise, which is 10. This is my run, which is 5. So rise over run is 10 over 5, which is 2. So this gradient tells me the cost of one chocolate. Three B. Why you're so soft? 3B. Okay. What do you observe? What do you observe about the gradient that you have calculated versus this that you have found? It is the same. Same value. Okay. So what does the gradient represent in real world context? The cost of each additional chocolate. So what is the equation connecting this two variable? So if y is the cost and x is the number of chocolate, how should I write the equation? Y equals to $2 times the number of chocolate. Okay? Or if you prefer to write x first, the number of chocolate is always half the price. Also can. So either one is the correct equation. Okay, but we are more used to writing it this way. This one is the preferred. Okay, Keegan, screen down. Tara, are you using that? Then team, you using your PLD or not? If not, must screen down. Holden also screen down. So from these two activities, we have established that if two variables are directly proportional, the equation always look like this. My objective is to find out what is the K that is relating it. Okay? Can So now let's practice. Let's practice. Let's go to page 4 and start practicing. Okay, this one is your primary school math, primary school. You will like it. It's like ratio. Yeah. Yes. Listen. Anyway, today if you want, when you go home, try activity 1 and 2 on your own first before we go through next lesson. Class 10. Okay, this is one variable. This is one variable. This is the other second variable. So when I tell you, okay, listen. When I tell you that distance, okay, let this be distance and this be time. Okay, this is a symbol. This is a symbol for proportional. So if they are on the same level, both numerator, I would say that they are directly proportional. So this is a symbol that you will see later. It means proportional. Okay? So first thing, if distance increase, okay, if distance increase, then what happens to the time? Time will also increase. So that's why they are directly proportional. Okay, if distance is 2, then it takes 10 minutes. If distance is 4, it takes 20. Distance is 6, it takes how long? What? 30. Why? Because it seems to be always the times 5 here, right? So 30, 40, times 5, 50. Okay, so this is the proportion. If I want to know what is the speed, okay, distance, this one is distance divided by time. So if I want to find out what is the constant speed that this person is trying to use, it will be 10 divided by 2, which is 5. 20 divided by 4, which is 5. 30 divided by 6. So actually what I'm trying to find here is I'm trying to find out what is the constant that relates them. It's always 5 times. Do you hear singing? I heard music. Okay, never mind.
What's the announcement?
Then why? Okay, never mind. Not important. Okay.
This is very important. What if it's like
Missing student. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 31. Correct. Okay. Listen. Now I want to plot it out. So if you look, this is my x coordinate is 10 and then 2, 24. Then I have 36, 48, and then 50, 10. Okay? So if I plot out all the points, it will be here. And then it forms the straight line. Okay? So this tells me that y and x, they have a linear relationship. Okay, they have a linear relationship. Yes. Why is my value different from... Oh, mine and yours different? They want y divided... Oh, sorry. Opposite, right? Okay, my bad. They wanted you to use y divided by x. So 2 divided by 10, my bad. Okay, but if you do for all, you will realize it's all 0.2, okay?
Why? No, it's y divided by x.
Yeah, because it's y divided by x. Okay, my mistake. I use x divided by y. Okay. Ready? Okay, if I want to find the gradient of the graph, by right, I need a right angle triangle, right? So I need to find the rise over the run. So the rise in this case is 10 units, and then the run in this case is 50 units. So rise over run is, my gradient is 10 over 50, which is 1/5, or if you prefer 0.2, which happens to be this one. Oops, what happened? The speed that the runner is running at 0.2 kilometers per minute. Okay, at 0.2 kilometers per minute. Okay? Okay, what can you say about the graph? It is a linear graph. Or if you don't like linear, you can write straight line graph. Okay, hold on, focus. You don't have the notes, Okay. Okay, what happens to the distance when time increases? When your time gets bigger and bigger, your distance gets longer and longer, right? So distance also increases. So remember, we always have a relationship for straight line. So can you tell me between x and y, what is an equation that you can come up with that represents the relationship here? Give me an equation. What is the equation that will help you relate distance and time here? Can you tell me the equation that you can come up with? Y equals to mx plus c. Y equals to 1/5 x plus 0 because its intercept is at 0. So we double check. Is it true? If time is 10 minutes and I multiply by 1/5, it will get me 2 kilometers, which is correct. Okay, if time is 20 minutes, it will get me 4 kilometers, which is correct. So this is the equation that we are trying to get when you have direct proportion. Okay? So the graph of y against x is a straight line. Okay, passing through the origin. This point here is your origin. Gabriel, screen down please. Gabriel, at this rate, you are treading on very thin ice. You want to go to the class of your choice or not? Then focus. Okay, the PLD won't help you get there. Okay, write down the general equation. So y equals to, for both cases, Did we do? Come back to that later. Okay, but the general relationship for linear equation is always y equals to k times of x. So it is always looking like that. Later, the previous one I will show you that it is also like that. The only thing that changed is this value here. Is how many times of each other. So when you say that y is directly proportional to x, which they represent by this symbol, just now I show you, right? They represent by this symbol. Then you can relate them by writing that they must be related to each other by a constant k. That means I will say that y is always k times of x. So if me and you, we are in a directly proportional relationship, if let's say I'm always, if you are 50 kg, I will always be double your weight, for example. Then my weight, Miss Huang's weight versus your tiny weight, I will always be double your weight. Or if I want to change the relationship, that means I put you as the main person, then I'm the one behind, right? You will always be half my weight. So no matter what, if two variables are directly proportional, they are only related by a constant k value. It's either I'm double of you or you are half of me. Okay, but they are the same, equivalent forms. So our objective is to find out what is this k that is connecting these two variables. Okay, what is the value of the k? So we can always write it to be y equals to k of x. Okay? So later we will practice this. Rizka and Sonastri.
No, she asking me what is y equals to x.
Okay. But if not, it will be a swap between Zheng Yue and Gabriel and the two of you, huh? If it doesn't work out, the pair. Okay, let's go back to the previous example, which I thought I did, but actually I didn't.
Lemon zesty.
Done or not? TJ, no more nonsense lah. Holden, you want to be security guard of the house, the class, is it? I keep patrolling. Ready? Ready? Who's still copying? Okay, you done? Okay. Okay, first one. Shh. If 5 t-shirts cost $10, how much does 12 t-shirt cost? So you will find one first, right? One is $2 because you divide by 5. And then you times 12. So you get $24. Okay, this is the primary school way. Can you use this in secondary school? Of course. Okay, but what if we want to do it the algebra way? Okay, so first I let t-shirt be T and I let this be C, the cost. So you ask yourself, if I buy more t-shirts, it costs me more. So it's direct proportion, correct? So by right, the equation between the two of them should look like this. So my objective is to find K. So I put in T as 5. I put in C as 10. And then my mission is to solve for K. So K in this sense is half. So once you know K is half, you can put this back into the equation because that is your mission, right? Equation is half of the cost. So once you have the equation, no matter what they ask you to find, you can find. So sub T as 12. So C will be 12 divided by half. 24. So this is the algebraic way. Algebraic method. This is the numeric method.
You got 1 point for the second
No. Okay.
Cancer versus $1 million.
So, okay, here's the caveat. Listen. Shh. When the question is asked this way, you are free to choose whichever you want. But there will come a time where they will ask you to write down the equation connecting the two variables. Then you have to go back to the algebraic way. When they ask for equations. Okay? Okay. So, I will always show you both. I will always show you both. So first, okay, ready? Okay, I use 5 liters of diesel for 125 kilometers distance. Okay, 1 liter, I will divide by 5. So 25 kilometers. How much does it need if I'm, no. I should find 1 kilometer, right? My bad. Because my ultimate goal is to find this. How many liters? So I should find 1 kilometer first. So divide by 125. So this will be what? What is the value? 5. What? 0.04, right, liters. Okay, so to find this, I times 283. So it should give me 11.32 liters. So this one quite easy, right? It's like how you will do in primary school, your ratio, your proportion. So this is correct. If you do this, get full credit. But I want to show you both methods. So the algebraic way is maybe I let this be diesel, D. Any letter you like, okay? Any letter you like. Oh, no. This one I want to use distance, right? Sorry, this one is distance. Then maybe this one is fuel lah. Okay? Any variable you like. Okay, so fuel is related to diesel in distance in this way. So I'm told that 5 liter, I will travel 125. So to find K is 5 out of 125, which is also 0.04. Then once you know this, put it back into the relationship, the equation that you want to find. So fuel is always 0.04 of the distance. So now question says, if my distance is 283, what is the amount of fuel needed? So you will also get 11.32. So this is by algebra. That is by proportion. Okay, both methods are equally good. Okay, I will show you 3, then the next 3 classwork you do yourself. I only have 5 minutes left?
Yeah, 5 minutes break.
Or break, No, later during the classwork you can break and do, okay?
No, but then our mother teacher doesn't give us snack break.
Yeah, our mother teacher doesn't give us.
She only lets us.
Yeah, that's so true.
Okay, while you do the classwork later, you eat at the same time, can? Okay, 2 eggs. 2 eggs. Use up 250 grams of flour. Okay, so 7 eggs. I want to know how much I need. So of course I find 1 egg first. So I divide by 2. 125. Suddenly it reminds you of Sec 1, right? Like suddenly life is great.
Yeah.
It's back to this kind of sums.
I want it back.
Wonderful life. Okay, so this is the amount of flour you need. So algebra, same thing. Let's relate x with flour. So E is directly proportional to F. Okay, so put in x as 2, put in the flour as 250. So this is just 1 over 125. So once you find k, put it back into your equation. So this is the equation. So how to find the answer? You will sub in 7x. So 7x is 125f. So f will be 7 divided by this. So 875. Okay? So now, I will give you about directly proportional, and I plot the graph, right? Y and X, they will always form a straight line that pass through the origin. So the K that we are trying to find, this is the equation. The K that we are trying to find is the gradient of the graph. Okay? So now is the real secondary school problem that you will see. Okay, it will tell you that y is directly proportional to x. Then they say, can you express y in terms of k and x? So just now we already say if they are directly proportional, you can straight away write y equals to kx. Okay, because these are the two variables and it's related by k. So they say, can you find the value of k if y is 20 and x is 2.5? So just sub in 2.5, 20. So to find k, it will be 20 divided by 2.5. Okay, so just follow. K is 8. So this is the value of k that they want. So TJ, what is the equation of this question 1? Y equals to what? What is the k? So what is the value of k in this example? So put 8x instead. So this is the equation that I found out. I found out that y is always 8 times of x. Okay, so the k tells me their relationship. Okay, next one. Now I change the two variable to w and t. And then I tell you they are directly proportional. So this is the equation. Y equals to kt. So you must follow their variable. You cannot be stubborn. Everything also y and x. When they say w and t, you change. Gabriel, learn the algebraic way. So when they say w is directly proportional to t, you are right. W equals to kt. Not everything is y and x. So now they tell me t is 4 and w is 20. So I'm going to put this as 4, put this as 20. So k will be 20 divided by 4, which is 5. So when they ask you to find k, after you find k, don't stop there. Put it back here. This one is the most important step. So it tells me that w is 5 times of t. Must sub in, must sub in. This one important. Let me put important here. Must always put back the k. You see, so Nasri, you all sit together. Le Han also gone. No need to learn already. Now you see what my point. That's why I say you all cannot let you all choose one. You all choose always bad decision. So sometimes you all must understand your parents. Not that they don't allow, because every time they allow, something bad happens. Okay? So once you know the relationship is W equals to 5T, use that for this example. So when T is 6, then W is 30. Done. Okay? Same thing here. When W is 45, T will be 45 divided by 5. That's it. So with the equation, no matter what values of W or T I give you, you can find the other one. Okay, so the important thing is to find the equation. With the equation, you will be invincible. Okay? Ready? Tomorrow I see y'all for math. Friday. No, okay, never mind. Hey, this Friday is normal lesson, right? Yeah, I need to check. See got math or not? Okay, never mind. Okay, ready? I move on, Shh. Too many conversations ongoing already. Yeah, but very confident. Okay, this one. I'm gonna ask someone. Keegan, what is the equation that you will form when y is directly proportional to k? What is the equation you can form? Okay, y equals to kx. So what should you sub in here? Okay, so what is k then? What is k? What do you get? 6. So once you know k, very importantly, please put it back into the equation. Okay, so this is part A's answer. They want you to express y in terms of x. You have to find the k. Okay, you have to find the k. Okay, now, using this equation, can you solve for y? Zheng Yue, how do I solve for y for part B? I already found the equation. Okay, y equals to 6 times 2, so it's 12. Okay, so remember, once you get the equation, you can find any other unknown. Okay, on Friday, huh? That means I need to wait until next week. Okay, no choice. Okay, next one. They tell you that x and y are in direct proportion. Okay, so listen, Just now, if we look at Gabriel's hat, right, is that the ratio of each pair must always be the same. So we can do the same thing. Instead of using formula, this one we can use ratio. So this is the pair. P over 18 should be equal to 8 over 12. The ratio must be the same. So what I can do is multiply the 18 over. So this one I can find directly. Answer 12. Okay, another way. This ratio, I can put Q over 24. I must compare it with the other ratio. It must always be the same. Remember, the ratio must be consistent. So I cross multiply, I can get my Q. So this one I no need to find formula. I can straight away find, because question never asked me to find formula. I can save some time. Okay, but if you want to find formula also can. So if you are finding formula, you can tell me y is kx, then this is 12, this is 8, so 8 divided by 12 is 2/3. So if you know that the equation is 2/3 x, then you use that to find every unknown, also can. So this is alternative method. So you see which method works better for you. Okay, 3 and 4 is the O-level question.
O-level question.
Yes, that means suddenly from level 2 now we are jumping up to level 3. So listen this one, the simple one, where we give you number, you use ratio, it is level 1. Like your primary school kind of question. Level 1. Can O-level test this? Can, but rare. Okay, level 2 is at secondary, is this kind of question. They ask you for the equation, they ask you to find the unknown. This is level 2. On the next page, I'm going through level 3 question with you. Is at O level, what are they capable of testing you?
What is level 4?
No more level 4. Level 3 is the highest. Okay, at secondary. Okay, so the last part is where you need to pay very close attention, because even my Sec 4s might lose marks in this question. Okay, are you all still copying? Okay, all these 3 ratio must be the same. Just like the gradient is the same throughout, so the ratio must be the same. Okay, ready? Okay, so this one, not this question, listen carefully, it is a bit tougher, so pay close attention. First, it tells you that y is directly proportional to x. No problem, this one we learned already. Y equals to kx. Okay? And then usually, they will tell you one y and one x value. But in this case, they say for a particular x. They don't want to tell you what x represents. So it says that it's equal to 10. This is the particular value. They never tell you what is that value, but they say particular value of x. So leave it as x. They tell you leave it as x. Okay, so this is your first equation. Okay, now, I still don't know what my k is, right? But they say, can you try to find the value of y if my x value is multiplied by 4? So this is my original x value. If I multiply it by 4, it will become 4x, correct?
Yeah.
So this is multiplied by 4. And then my k will never change. What is this new y value that I should get?
48.
So if you be careful, right? You take out the 4, kx. Just now, they say for a particular value of x, it is equal to 10. So can you see that this part here is equal to 10?
Yeah.
So you plug that part in. So from here, I know that kx is actually 10. So I just sub this inside, and then it gives me 40. So this is where it is difficult. They don't give you absolute value for your y, but you could still solve it anyway. So repeat, they say for a particular value of x, y is 10. So that's why I have this. Right? Usually they will give me an x value, then I can solve for k. But they don't. So this is your unknown that will help you solve the question. This is like the missing link. Okay? And then now they say, what if I multiply my k by 4 times? So instead of x, I put in 4x. So I want to find what is my new y value. So k times 4x is the same as 4kx. But just now they already gave me a hint that kx is 10. So I put it in, that's why I get 40. So this is one type of O-level question that is difficult. Okay, this is one type. Okay, next one. Same thing. I know this already. Question tell me that kx is 10. This one I know already. Okay, but wait. Now my second information is what if my x is increased by 100%. So take note. Original is 100%. It is x. So now they are saying I want to increase by 100%. So become how many percent? 200%. So what is the new x value? 2x. So this is another way to say that it has double. Okay? So when I say that x increased by 100%, means I have doubled it. So now instead of x, I sub in 2x. So this is the value I'm going to put in. So I put this into my original equation. I want to find my new y, right? Equals to kx. So I go and simplify, take out my 2. I already know that kx from just now is 10. So I put in the 10 here. So it's 20. So what I'm saying is, this for a particular of x is a trend question in O-level. They can change this to multiply by 4, double, triple, quadruplet, okay, and then increase by 100%, increase by 200%, and so on. But it's the same method. The only thing they can do is to change this one. Okay, but the rest is the same. So this is one trend question of O-level. You don't believe, go to the popular, flip the 10-year series. This is what they can test you at O-level. Okay, next one is question 4. What if it is no longer just x and y? They change to a and r squared. Okay? So listen carefully. Shh. If they change to r squared and a, don't be scared. It's the same thing. You just change accordingly. A is equals to k times of r squared. The two variables they use, you just follow only. They say P and Q cube, you also follow. They give you S and T cube, you also follow. Or square root T. Never mind, just follow through. Whatever they give you here, you just follow the direct proportion equation. So when R is 5, you sub in. When A is 75. So just solve normally. Everything else is the same. So K is 75 divided by 25. So K is just 3. Once you solve for the K, remember the important step is to sub in back into the equation. So this is the equation that works. So this is part A's answer, the equation. Okay, the equation that you will use for every other parts. So this is part A's answer. So the only difficulty is if the variable is no longer just x and y, W and T, but you change to a square, change to a square root, a cube, just follow. Okay, nothing fancy about it. Okay, part B, same thing. They tell me that R is 6. So use the same formula. Nothing scary. Just use the same formula. So it's 108. Okay, when they tell you A is 147, just use the same formula. Okay, use the same formula. So 147 divided by 3, you get 49. Okay, this is the key part. When you take square root, what happened? Yes, always got two answers, right? You will have a 7 and a negative 7. Because they never say this is length or time or anything. Both answers are the answers. You don't reject anything. So these are the two answers you should get.